I heard you was a bagger.
I wanna know what baggers do.
What is going on, entertainment? So today I'm coming to you guys with another podcast. Okay, so this podcast in full would be available on the Bad Rewind on Spotify. So make sure you guys please go ahead and check that out. Okay, so you guys are getting a little bit sneak peek. So you guys could head over there on Spotify and make sure you guys check that out. Okay, the first thing I wanted to get into today is the Leray versus Lotto lyric battle, which to me is so ridiculous. I feel like a lot of these artists nowadays are starting to keen and target Instagram beefs and social media beefs in order to garner more public attention to what projects they may potentially have going on, or just so that they can get some more clicks and views on the projects that they have already put out previously. Okay, so Lotto put out a lyric, and one of the in the lyrics she basically shades Coi Leray, according to her, which I don't think it was a shade. So she says, "Smoking on that gas, blunt big as Coi Leray. Bees like to run their mouths, but I'm the type to run the fade. Smoking on that gas, blunt big as Coi Leray. Like to smell their rhymes, but I'm the type to run. Big Clayco." Okay, she said, "When your diamonds hit like this, you don't ever see the shade." To me, this don't seem like shade. This seems like a compliment. So what are you talking about? When I first seen this and I looked before I looked deeper into it, it seemed to me as if like she was complimenting her, but I don't know. All right, so she says, "Lotto bye. Here you go talking about my body. Please do not come on here talking about nobody body. Like, LOL. Seriously? Out of all things, LOL, my blunt size. Your blunt my size. Laughing my A off. This is never ending. Let's fight." First of all, if you and Lotto fight, that girl look like she'll break you in half. No shade, okay? I'm just saying. If you want to talk about sizing and everything like that, the girl looks like she would, break you. All right? That's all I'm saying. All right, she said, "Anybody that talk about my body wants my body." Okay? You know my body. All right. The girls are leading into the trend of the reality television. You know my body. Anybody that talks about my body wants my body. Like real bad. Little Miss Pressure. These want to be like N-word so bad. Y'all want to have rap beef so bad. If you don't like me, support me, or don't with my name, don't mention my name, period. Ish don't make sense. I don't know none of you bees in real life. Stay in y'all lane and leave me out of y'all BS. I be minding my business on showing y'all real love offline. So then today, after Lotto doesn't even reply back or say anything to her, really, the girl acted as if she didn't exist, which I think is the right move on Lotto. This is the thing with Lotto. It's becoming a Lotto hate train, okay? Why are people jumping on this girl as if she is Bin Laden? Okay? As if she's doing some threats that are like illegal or something like that. So she replies by saying, "Oh, maybe I overreacted. I don't know. End of the day, don't say my name for clicks and likes, especially if we don't speak or communicate. I'm not a big blunt, small blunt. Don't compare me to nada. Mention bees you actually beef with. Put it on the floor, but leave me out of the BS. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. Y'all don't be knowing half the ish that goes on with this ish. But the main goal is icon ish. If it don't make me rich or better person, stay away." See, now this is the problem, Koi. Okay, let's really talk about it, right? Put it out there, all right? What's going on behind the scenes that we do not know about? It seems to me that, because a lot of these girls, they don't write their stuff. They don't write their stuff, okay? They just go in the studio and read what's been written for them. So it's giving me that maybe some songs, were kind of shopped around to Lotto, and you may have wanted it, and she made sure to have first dibs on some stuff. That's the only thing I could think of for you guys to have some sort of beef behind the scenes. Or maybe she's badmouthed you behind the scenes and you found out about it. And now the fact that she's shading you in her song, you feel some type of way about that, right? And my whole thing is when it comes to the body thing, you could tell that's something that Koi is very, very insecure about since she really got into the career. A lot of people wanted her to go into the whole BBL thing that a lot of these rap girls do, but I'm really glad that she didn't do that, because now she has her own aesthetic. Okay, she has that tomboy aesthetic that a lot of girls do not have. Okay, the real one that really started that was Dej Loaf. She didn't start it, but that was, to me, before Corey came around. Dej Loaf had that on lock, but then Dej Loaf kind of went ghost. So Corey took over with that one. Um, so I'm glad she didn't go down the BBL route, to be honest, but she needs to kind of gain a little bit more confidence about how she looks, okay? Because there's nothing wrong with how you look. A lot of these BBL girls, they're sucking the fat out, okay? They're sucking the fat out and they're putting it in the sewer. So we're getting all this cloggage and flooding down here in SoFlo. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of people are reversing their BBLs. They're taking the fillers out. So they're more going down the natural route and having, the thinner, slimmer body. So you're fitting into what is becoming now a trend again. So why she's so insecure about this, I don't know. We still haven't heard a word from Latto. Okay, I know that her reply will not be nothing nice, because she really did call you out, like directly. Okay, ain't no indirect shade, girl. She said, "You stop talking about me." And a lot of fans talked about how Miss Miss Coy is a hypocrite, because they feel as if she's acting as if her and Lotto never had some sort of friendly relationship before. So you know how social media is good for pulling up the receipts. So they pulled up the receipts where basically Lotto has worked with Corey before, um in the industry, especially throughout a music video that she starred in as well. She was a music video girl, being an extra like this. See, look at her with a big bag in the background. This is when Lotto first started out. For you guys who are of course tuning into the podcast, this is one of Lotto's beginning videos where she had like the pink wig, thick, give him wig lash, okay? And Koi was basically a background girl as an extra. That's why I'd be so scared to do background work, because God forbid, because I feel like I am gonna make it in life, like bigger than what I am. Somebody commented this on my YouTube. They go, "Oh, you're gonna be so famous one day, Pierre." Blah blah blah. I told her, I'm like, my goal isn't for that. Like, a lot of people go into this industry, and this is where people mess up. They go into this industry just for the fame. If I were to go into this industry and make it, because of course I want to make it just in acting, voiceover acting. Y'all know how to do the impersonations, all that crap, right? My goal is to live comfortably financially and provide for my family. My goal isn't to, end up on the hottest red carpet. I don't care about that. I'm not that fame hungry. That's what's wrong with a lot of people in this industry. They go into it wanting to, be on the red carpets and front page of the magazines and all that. No, I want to live comfortably where I don't have to wake up and worry about, I got to get this bill paid and this bill paid, and like, no, that's how I want to live. Not that I live like that now, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you feel me? I'm close. I'm in the 9 to 5 type of generation type vibes. Well, I'm really not, but kind of, right? So that's what I want long term. I just wanted to say that real quick. So yeah, she has been in her music video before, and they pulled out previous tweets where Lotto says, "I love you, Koi." It's so effing genuine. Okay. After Koi basically shouted out her her album and supported her charting data, right? And then that's what Koi says, "I love you more. I love to see when you win, I swear." So basically, when she was charting, I'm guessing through a single or through album sales, right? So she was basically supporting her. So they had that sort of kiki type relationship. But this was in 2022, January of 2022. So a lot could have happened since then. Okay. So we're now in April 2022, 2023. So a lot could have went down to where they could have fell out behind the scenes. And we have not just really seen what went, back there. All right. And then what do you guys think? Do you guys think that, she's a little bit hypocritical? She sort of overreacted. I think insecurity plays a big factor into this, and the social media factor plays a huge fact into this because a lot of fans they like to instigate. So they probably went into Koi's DMs. It was just like, ooh, Lotto talking about you. Ooh, Lotto talking about your body. She's saying that you a skinny girl. She's saying you got no weight on your bones. Okay, you Meg. Okay, that's Creole for skinny. Like you very very skinny girl. You got no bones on your body. So I think that's what kind of got into Koi's head, which is kind of silly because you could have easily called sister girl up like, why are you shading me in your song? Do we have beef or not? But like I said, she said there's a lot that goes behind the scenes that we do not know about. So what I'm guessing is, they probably have some sort of run in that we haven't got, kind of a hold of. Okay? All I'm saying. Next I wanted to get into is JT. So JT to me is slowly but surely probably going to have a breakdown when it comes to how Lil Uzi Vert is moving. Because I'm sorry. JT is from Miami. And a lot of Miami girls and soul flow girls that are straight, right? Like that deal with straight guys, they do not like feminine dudes. Like I'm talking about like they don't like to date feminine dudes. They'll be friends with a feminine dude, but they're not gonna date a feminine dude or somebody that's a little like they're in touch with your feminine side. Like they're just not gonna like that. Like, I'm sorry, like I know this. Like I know this. Like it's just that's just not the thing. Like no. So the fact that JT is with Lil Uzi, it's still crazy to me. Lil Uzi doesn't come across to me, acting feminine, but some of the stuff that he does is very feminine. He has like basically introduced us to a character that he basically um calls Leslie Chow. Okay, so it's Leslie Chow. I'm guessing is his good homegirl down the street that has black tresses. Okay, that he wants to introduce to us down here. As you guys can see, it's called Leslie Chow. All right, it basically has like a black wig on and introduced to us to her to social media, and it has sort of like black wig and it has a little pink, tips to the wig. So of course, when this was seen, a lot of people were thinking, "Oh my God, is he transitioning? Is he transitioning?" No, I just think he's a punk rocker. I don't think he's transitioning. I just think he's very in tune with his feminine side, and he's not scared to express himself artistically, whether it be demonic or not. Do I think he's transitioning? He's trying to turn into a whole girl secretly? No, he's just a weirdo. But like I said, Miami girls, they don't like that. Like, no, that's just not the aesthetic that they go for. I'm sorry. And JT is a Miami girl. Damn, she has not changed. No matter how much designer you put on her, no matter, how much times that she's probably met Diddy in her life, the celebrities she's come in contact to, the compliments Beyonce, she said, has given her, saying that she's gorgeous. JT hasn't changed. Okay, so I know deep down she's with him for the money. I'm sorry. I can't see no other reason besides that. I just can't. I can't see her being deeply in love with a man that wears a shake and go wig for fun. Like that's not something that girls that I know down here like. I'm telling you that they'll be friends with a dude like that. Like, hey girl, like Kiki talking about, but like dating wise, no, that's just not gonna happen. Okay. So she basically tweeted because a lot of people were, making fun of her because of Little Uzi's new, you know, character and new introduction to, a little sub character that he has called Leslie Chow. And she tweets, "I'm the most unproblematic person ever. I don't give a f about nothing, but if I find time to throw a shot back, I will. Nothing personal, all love." It says people will constantly pick on you and call you upset when you respond. I'm not mad. I have no reason to be mad. But you mad because I'm not giving you the clarification you want. So you're gonna constantly bully me for what you want to hear. No, I'm gonna talk about you bad without clearing up nothing. I'm innocent. Okay? And then of course, Shade Room shows some of the comments that she was getting shaded on. And someone tweeted, not tweeted, but they commented, says, "At Girl JT, you're really taking the city girls down." So, JT, she's not one to hold her mouth. Miami girl down. I'm telling you, they're not ones to hold their mouth shut. Like, they're going to tell you how it is. He says, "At Damn Des, ugly baby and unalive father. Oh wow. And another one, she replies back to another girl, said that baby looks like finesse 2 times. Please leave me alone. I'm not bothering no one. And y'all know finesse 2 times. That's that dude that Erica Banks dated that has a funny shaped head. It's very peculiar shaped head. All right. So he of course caught wind of this and sort of clapped back at what she had to say. And when it comes down to JT taking the City Girls down, I've said this before in other videos that I feel like her and Young Miami would be better separately because I feel like they both bring each other down in some way. Because when it comes to public perception, I don't think JT has the best grasp of that. And when it comes to artistic intelligence, Carisha sucks at that because not only people make fun of how she can't rap because the Buenas noches, roaches type stuff, and then now she's trying to leaning into acting. I don't know if she's taking that seriously or that was just a one little time thing. But now we have Mish, where's my husband? And people clown her for that. So it's like artistically, they take her as a joke. And I know JT, her pen game is strong. So her being stuck to Carisha, they kind of laugh at both of them when they're put together. That's just what I think. All right. So um that's what I think just about when it comes to City Girls and how I feel like they should break up, in my opinion, eventually. It might not be now, but later on in the future, I don't think both of them together would be like the best fit. This is what Finesse 2 times had to say, okay? Peculiar shaped head, man.
See, you talking about ugly. Ooh, wow. They talking about ugly. Ooh, how you say it? See, girl just went down playing them type of girl.
Listen, I don't think he's ugly because I've seen ugly. Okay, he's not ugly. It's just the shape of his head is funny. So I will say you could have used another example. Okay, like you could have used like Tuan Fu, Wesley Snipes, something a little bit better. Like that was the wrong example. It seemed like you got beef with Erica Banks. You wanted to clown her low key, even though she not with him no more. But the fact that she was with him at one point in time, you're saying, hey, you was with an ugly dude. Okay. JT though does need to, I say, take. She needs to sort of not take social media so seriously because people will antagonize her purposely because they know she's gonna reply. They know she's gonna, come back with a nasty comment. So they do that on purpose and be like, "Oh, JT commented back at me. Look at her, mad ass." Just like I do with Beats. Okay, because I know Beats. Every time she listens to me, watches a video of mine, she gets mad when I do this. Hi, Beats. Like that to me is funny. Like there's people like that will really troll you. Me, I do it for fun because Beats had no reason to come for me. But other people, they're just that bored and evil and don't have nothing to do with their lives that they comment on people's social media posts and stuff like that just to get a stir out of them, right? So that's what I just think about the whole situation. Oh, and also, I see the video, and I think it was one of the most disgusting videos ever. Finesse 2 times son was not only in the strip club, he was making fun of JT. Because y'all know how JT made fun of him. And the son was basically ripping JT up and down, saying, your lips look like it got bitten by a bee, you ugly bee. Mind you, the son looks at least like 10 years old. So I'm thinking, you thinking that's okay for your little baby son to disrespect a grown woman when he's never seen a pee in his life before? And y'all wonder why these kids turn out like the way they do? Not talking about nobody's kid, but it's like, let's call a spade, right? This is the video I'm referring to, you guys.
Look at them lips. Bitch, you got stung by a bee.
What wrong with you?
Bitch, you so fucking ugly. I swear. Look.
Mind you, not only he was there doing this, they caught him recently at the strip club. He took his son to the strip club. But y'all so worried about, oh my God, it's so much gay agenda being pushed on my child. But you take your son to a strip club. You don't think that's over sexualizing them? But that's another topic for another day. The girls aren't ready for that one. I just think that is so funny when I see parents do stuff like that. I'm like, okay, but y'all so worried about you don't like just gay agenda. All right. Next, I wanted to talk to you guys about is Jamie Foxx. So Jamie Foxx, you guys, is awake and alert. So thank God for that. Jamie Foxx to me is a big inspiration. If you guys don't know, he's great with impersonations. So to me, he's a big inspiration of mine since I was like a little child because he's so great at emulating the characters that he's portrayed. So to me, like he is king when it comes to comedy. Of course, a little bit of music, but of course, mostly comedy and acting. So that's why I really, really love Jamie Foxx. Thank God he wasn't unalived and nothing happened to him health wise because that would have been really, really tragic. If something were to happen to him now, I think that like now he barely got to really hit his peak. He's done great things in career, but like this man is like super talented. This is one of the only people that can impersonate Donald Trump without sounding corny. Like he sounds just like the man. That to me is talent. That's why I love me some Jamie Foxx. Okay. Thank God he's doing better. And of course, prayers do go out to him. Okay. Next, I wanted to get into, you guys, is Polo G. So Polo G mom talked about how as a child she never wanted her kids when they were children to work growing up. Okay, so let's get into what she had to say. I'm gonna let y'all know what I think about that one because I feel two ways about this because it could go it's different for some kids because some kids this might go really right, some kids this might go really wrong.
Which fits, but I have a good question. Why won't you let her take a job?
Because I feel that coming from a person in an impoverished community, I never had a station, right? So I wanted my children to have a station. I wanted my children not to know the struggle. I wanted my children to know what support was. I wanted them to know that many times we are hardwired to think that in order to be successful, we got to go through some shit. You don't have to go through some shit. Live your life, be my child. I'll figure out the rest. It doesn't have to be all that. I don't appreciate where a white household can have a conversation. It's like, Mom, I don't know what the hell I want to do with my life. Take the summer off. Live, go yachting, go boating, and they're not ostracized for just figuring it out. Don't have to have anxiety, and they can exist and be. But our children have so much anxiety placed on them. If you're not here, you got to get out of my house. If you don't do this, you have to leave. If you're here, you have to work a job and this, that, and the other. No, nigga, I've done enough. You didn't even ask to be here. So if you're going to be here and you're going to stand 10 toes and you're going to make the grades, I will be your mom. I will be the supporter. I will be the financial backing and just live and be. Yeah. And that was so important to me.
And secretly a job because we was all struggling. And then
why wouldn't you have your mom? I want you to finish, but I have a good question. Why won't you let her take a job?
Because I feel that coming from a person in an impoverished community, I never had a station, right? So I wanted my children to have a station. I wanted my children not to know the struggle. I wanted my children to know what support was. I wanted them to know that many times we are hardwired to think that in order to be successful, we got to go through some shit. You don't have to go through some shit. Live your life, be my child. I'll figure out the rest. It doesn't have to be all that. I don't appreciate where a white household can have a conversation. It's like, Mom, I don't know what the hell I want to do with my life. Take the summer off. Live, go yachting, go boating, and they're not ostracized for just figuring it out. Don't have to have anxiety, and they.
Okay, I just had to play that out just a little bit one more time again, just so you guys can get the context of what she's saying. I agree with this 75%. The reason why is because I feel like had my parents sheltered me a lot, which they did, they pretty like most of all of my life they did, I would have not been or developed my personality and like characteristics if I didn't go out there and start working. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like to me, I learned about worth ethic working because I basically discovered at the young age that I am, I do not want to work a 9 to 5 past age So y'all, if y'all want the full thing, go over there to the Bad Rewind on Spotify. Y'all gonna probably find out, kind of figure out my real age, okay? Because y'all know y'all always want to ask and know, okay? Let me know what you guys think about this little preview, guys. Please go on the Bad Rewind where we'll be recapping past episodes of BGC and also catching up with some of our baddies in mainstream media.